have a pillow or bolster to prop up the hips. Closing the eyes, turning inward. Maybe you have the palms face up. Index finger and thumb coming to touch. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Cleansing. One more deep inhale through the nose. Expanding the ribs out to the sides. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Releasing any tension. Taking a few breaths to tune into your body. Noticing any areas of tension. And allow the breath to dissipate that tension as you inhale, expanding. As you exhale, release. Releasing into the earth. Feeling your sit bones and your legs as they connect to the mat. Then asking yourself what your body needs from your practice today. Maybe you have an intention you would like to set. And gathering hands at heart center, we will open with 3 ohms. Inhaling. Namaste. You're welcome. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, C curve to the right. Right hand comes down, reaching tall through the left arm. Rooting down through both sit bones. Maybe the right elbow reaches down towards the mat as far as you can go without letting that left sit bone lift up off the mat. Maybe you circle out the top arm, massaging the shoulder. And reverse your rotation. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhaling to the left, second side. Finding space in the side ribs and circling out the top arm. And reverse your rotation. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down to the chest, reaching the elbows out to the side. I'll demonstrate this really quickly. As you inhale, you'll open the right hand out to the side, twisting open to the right. As you exhale, you'll twist open to the left. So one breath to one side, one breath to the other side. If you have any dizziness or high blood pressure, just take this really slowly. Otherwise, this can be a really active breath. So we'll begin. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. We're gently twisting the spine, moving the prana and energy up from the root chakra all the way to the crown. If you feel any dizziness, you can keep your head looking straight forward. Otherwise, you can keep the head moving with the arms. Just a few more seconds. You're doing great. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to center. Inhale. Hands come down to the tops of the knees. Closing the eyes. Holding the breath at the top of the inhale. Engaging through the mula bandha. Squeezing just slightly in your pelvis as you focus your awareness to your third eye. Exhale, releasing, breathing naturally, keeping your awareness in your third eye. Gently blinking the eyes open, coming to hands and knees for Marjariasana or cat-cow. You might like to have a blanket under the knees for some extra cushion. Inhale, chin up, belly down, cow. Exhale, cat. Chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continuing to your own rhythm. Initiating the movement with your head as then you ripple down the spine to the tailbone. Now finding any intuitive movement, maybe you circle out the rib cage or circle the hips back, gently undulating the spine. Reverse your rotation. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, child's pose. Taking a deep breath into the low back, expanding the ribs. Exhale, grounding down, releasing out the mouth. One more deep belly breath in. Exhale, release, melting into the ground. Walking the hands over to the right, seat curve the spine. Maybe the left hand comes on top of the right. Inhale, hands walk back to center, pausing for one breath. Exhale, hands walk over to the left, second side. Maybe right hand comes over to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. And your next inhale, floating forward into plank. We're starting the Agni, or heating up the digestive fire. You might stay on the knees in plank, or maybe you lift the heels up behind you. Whatever your body needs. And if you have the knees lifted, we're going to inhale, lift the right heel up, engaging through the glute. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, floating down. Continuing alternating breaths, twice more on each side. It doesn't have to be a significant lift. Slightly warming up the backs of the legs. Good, and when you finish on the left side, exhale, chaturanga, lowering knees, chest, chin, hovering just a few inches. The chest is hovering just a few inches off the mat as the elbows hug towards the sides. 2 more breaths, just slightly hovering. You got this. Exhale, coming down onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra, chest and chin lift up, pressing down through the tops of the feet. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the jaw. You might stay in low cobra, or maybe you press through the palms, lifting the chest up higher, finding a deep back bend. Good, and exhale, child's pose. Inhale forward into plank, second round. This time, as you exhale, dipping the right knee down. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, left knee dips down. Inhale together, twice more on each side. Good. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering knees, chest, chin, hovering just a few inches off the mat. Exhale, coming down onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. This time, inhale, reach the hands back towards the feet for locust pose, keeping the chest and chin lifted. Maybe you float one foot off the mat. Exhale to release down, float the other foot up on the inhale. Exhale, releasing down. Or maybe you float both feet up. They can be about hip distance apart. Two more breaths if you need to even out on each side. And exhale, hands come to the low ribs, pressing back into child's pose. Taking a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, release. One more deep belly breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale forward into tabletop. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Your next inhale, arms reach up tall. Scissoring the hips towards one another. Lifting, shining the heart forward. Your next exhale, twisting to the right. Hands might come through in prayer as you hook the left elbow to the outside of the knee. Great, beautiful. As we twist, we are mechanically aiding in our digestion of our food and also assimilating information. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky, side plank or Vashisthasana. Beautiful. Keeping those hips lifted up to the sky. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Bending the knees, pedaling out the feet. You might nod the head yes, nod the head no. Exhale, finding child's pose. Inhale forward into tabletop. Left foot steps forward, low lunge. Your next inhale, arms reach up tall. Gentle back bend as you lift. Exhale, twisting to the left, second side. Inhale, arms reach up tall. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale, left hand reaches up, Vashisthasana, second side. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, spinning the hip open. Keeping the weight even in both hands. Exhale, step the right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, left foot steps forward, forward fold. You might take opposite elbows and ragdoll. Maybe you nod the head yes, nod the head no. Inhale, the halfway lift, hands come to the tops of the knees. Exhale, chair pose, hips sit back, hands reach forward, or maybe hands come to heart center for tight shoulders. Exhale, twisted chair, twisting to the right. Beautiful. If you have side crow in your practice, you might float down into side crow. Inhale, arms reach up tall, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Finding a focal point. Hands come to heart center. Weight comes into the right foot. Left foot floats back, warrior three. The left foot is floating up to the sky. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Hands are at heart center. We're balancing on the right foot. Keeping that focal point. Exhale, step the left foot back, high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up tall. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, spinning the hip open. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, right foot steps forward, forward fold. Maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back, rinsing out the shoulders overhead. Exhale, releasing the hands down to the tops of the knees. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, fierce pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, twisting to the left, twisted chair. Checking in with your knees. That right knee likes to sneak forward. Inhale, arms reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Release, release down. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Hands come to heart center, finding your focal point. Inhale, right foot floats back. Warrior three. Keeping your focal point. Exhale, right foot comes down, high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Bending the knees, spin the hip open. Exhale, pigeon, right knee comes forward. Settling the hips down. You might walk the hips back. Inhale, lifting up tall through the crown. And exhale, releasing forward over the knee. Surrendering. Sometimes this pose can bring a lot of discomfort. And oftentimes it's normal for us to want to run away from discomfort. What would it be like to sit here with that? Just be with it. Option to stay down low in down low in pigeon, or if you have king pigeon in your practice, you might inhale, coming to reach the head up towards the sky, bending the left foot. Inhale, left hand comes up behind you to take the left foot. Great. You might use this as a opener for the left shoulder, or maybe you can even bring the foot into the elbow crease to stretch the quad, the left quad. Gorgeous. Gently releasing the foot down, both hands come down flat, making your way back into down dog. Whatever way you need, you might like to spin the hip open and massage it out, bringing back blood and oxygen. And in 2 breaths, we'll meet in down dog. When you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bend the knees, spin the hip open. Exhale, pigeon. Maybe walking the hips back, lifting tall through the spine. And when you're ready, releasing. Inhale, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders, bending the right knee, spinning the right arm open to take the foot. Finding whichever variation you had on the first side. Exhale, both hands come down flat as you gently release the foot down, making your way into down dog. Taking 4 breaths to find blood flow back into the hip. And when you're back into downward facing dog, coming down onto the forearms from down dog and clasping, interlacing the fingers with one another for dolphin pose. So we're going to stay pressing through the forearms as the feet walk towards the hands, and you'll really feel an engagement in the abdomen and core. If you have headstand in your practice, you can find headstand from here. Exhale, releasing the knees down, finding tabletop. And from tabletop to puppy dog pose, keeping the hips stacked over the knees, arms walk forward as you release the chest down. Chin or forehead might come down to the mat. Inhale, slithering forward into Sphinx. You should be just about aligned. You might need to walk the elbows slightly forward. Engaging through the glutes, pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. I think you can bring your elbows even a little bit farther forward. Yeah. And the hands are slightly wider than shoulder distance apart, so you can really shine that heart. Especially if you're looking at a screen all day, this is a great counter pose. Exhale, releasing one cheek down, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Inhale, keeping the feet lifted, hands reach back towards the feet, bow pose as the chest and chin lift up. Beautiful. You might press the feet into the hands, opening through the shoulders. Lifting as tall as you can. Exhale, releasing down, hands come to the low ribs, pressing back into child's pose. You might keep knees together to lengthen the back or slightly apart if that is too intense for you. You might even reach the hands back towards the feet in baby pose. Allow the breath to melt you down into your mat. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath as we're in child's pose, or the honeybee breath. It sounds like the M in Om. It brings the body into a deep state of relaxation. Inhale to prepare. Notice if you feel your energy buzzing around your body. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop and making your way into a seat. If you'd like to have a cushion to prop the hips up for low back or hamstring support. Soles of the feet come together for a butterfly pose. Inhale, lifting up tall through the crown. Chest shines forward. Exhale, hinging from the hips, releasing over the legs. Finally, rounding the back, draw the forehead down towards the earth. Relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw and eyebrows. Inhale, sitting up tall, lengthening the legs out long for staff pose. Hands just come beside you as you lift tall through the crown. It's really hard to not engage the core as you have good posture. And exhale, releasing forward over the legs. Hands might take the shins, ankles, or feet. You might reach the elbows out wide as you bow forward. Or you might also take the peace fingers around the big toes. Many options. Honor your body. Do what feels best for you. Inhale, hands walk back to the tops of the legs. Bending the right knee, placing it over the left leg. Inhale, arms reach up tall. Exhale, twisting to the right. You might hook the left elbow to the top of the knee, or you can hug the knee. Beautiful. As you stay in your twist, reaching tall through the spine as you inhale, and finding a deeper twist as you exhale. Last breath. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down. Right leg lengthens, left knee bends. Inhale, arms reach up tall. Exhale, twisting to the left, second side. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down, lengthening both legs in front of you and removing the pillow, or if you're sitting on one, I think you are. Coming into boat pose, you might have the hands behind you as the feet float forward, or maybe you bring the hands behind the knees. Shining the chest forward as if you had a string, if you had a puppet string, pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. Maybe you float the hands forward. Exhale, releasing the feet down. Hands come behind the back, fingertips pointing towards the sit bones. Altar pose or reverse table. Inhale, lifting the hips up. You can keep looking at the navel, or if your neck allows, you can let the head hang backwards. I think you're going, yep, you're going that way. We're just engaging through the glutes, engaging through the thighs. Exhale, hips come down, finding a seat one more time, lengthening the legs. Inhale, reaching up tall through the spine, and exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, hands walk back to the tops of the thighs, making your way to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly, gently rocking from side to side. Hugging the right knee in, left leg extends for when we're leaving pose. Hands come behind the right thigh as you lengthen the right leg up towards the sky, drawing the leg close to the body as you stretch the back of the right leg. If you can, point the big toe back towards the face, and you'll really feel that through the calf. Exhale, bending the knee, hugging both knees into the belly. Hands come to the tops of the knees, drawing circles with the hands. Feeling the lower back as it massages into the mat. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, left knee hugs in as the right leg extends when relieving pose, second side. Extending the left leg, hands come behind the thigh, pressing the leg back towards the body. Exhale, bending the knees, bringing the feet flat on the mat for half bridge. The feet are hip distance apart, as close to the sit bones as you can. Exhale, hugging the navel towards the spine. Inhale, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back. Great. Finding an opening through the chest, opening through the rib cage. Exhale, hands come out to the sides as you gently roll down one vertebra at a time, bringing the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Option to do one more round of bridge, or if you have wheel in your practice, you can find wheel for the second round. Bringing the feet back to hip distance apart. Exhale, pressing the navel to the spine. Inhale, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Great. If you like more challenge, you might float one heel up off the mat, then float the opposite heel up off the mat, balancing from one foot to the other. Exhale, hands release out to the sides, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Feet walk out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. You have two options. You might like to bring your legs up for a gentle inversion, maybe placing a block or a bolster beneath the sacrum, or you could find a supported bridge pose as well. And then option two would be to come into shoulder stand. So finding whatever your body needs for your practice tonight for an inversion. You might just bring legs up the wall. Great. Awesome. Exhale, releasing the legs back down. And slowly hugging the knees into the belly, rocking from side to side. Left foot comes down, right ankle crosses to the top of the left knee, figure four. Threading the hands through behind the left thigh, press the right knee away from you. Inhale, arms open out wide as the left foot comes down. Exhale, legs fall over to the left side for a supine twist. You might bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee, or maybe you extend the right leg, bringing the peace fingers around the big toe. Many options. Honor your body. Inhaling, coming back to center, right foot comes down. Figure four, second side. Inhale, arms open out wide, right foot comes down. Exhale, legs fall over to the right. Inhaling, coming back to center. Finding any final poses that you'd like to take before finding Shavasana, maybe happy baby pose or plow. You might like to bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide for a reclined butterfly pose. Slowly making your way into Shavasana when you're ready. Maybe you like to place a bolster beneath the knees or something over the eyes to create a dark room. Closing the eyes, turning inward. Focusing your awareness on the breath. Feel the breath as it enters in through your nose and as it leaves your nose. If your mind starts to wander to the past or future, it's okay, without judgment. Bring yourself back into the present moment, right here on your mat. Bringing your awareness back into the body. Slowly wiggling the fingers and toes. Inhale, reach the right arm up overhead, coming to lie on the right side of the body as you bend the knees. Slowly, with helping hands, making your way to a comfortable seat. We'll close our practice with alternate nostril breathing or anulom vilom. And this is to balance the lunar and solar energy of the body, or the masculine and feminine. Making a fist with your dominant hand, open the thumb, pinky, and ring finger. You'll use the thumb to close one nostril and the pinky or ring finger to close the other nostril. So the other hand will come palm face up, index finger and thumb coming to touch. Inhaling, reaching tall through the spine, crown of the head comes up tall, hand comes towards the nose. Exhale through both nostrils, closing the eyes. Closing the right, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Releasing the hand down, breathing naturally through both nostrils. Closing the eyes, turning inward. Notice the state of your body. Turning back inward to your areas of tension you identified at the beginning of practice. Notice if those are still there. And gathering hands at heart center in Namaskar Mudra will honor your practice and all of the hard work and devotion to yourself, to your personal well-being, your self-development. Coming back to your intention, honoring your intention and offering gratitude to your body. Thank you, body, for supporting me throughout my practice today. We'll close our practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Inhale to prepare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.